Hello, and welcome back to DemonCrawl with Brian, where we are progressing through the third stage quest thingy in hard mode. Next up we have Windy Fungus, which has Windy. Gain an item at the start of the stage, lose 2 items at the end of the stage. Interesting. Alright, we'll see what item we gain. We got Essence of Security. Take the sum, target 3 by 3, gain defense equal to 1/10 of this number rounded down. Okay, so we want a dense number area. We also wanted a dense number area for the sundial, which I should also use at some point. And I see a 4 over here already. One imagines there's going to be good density over here. I'm just going to go ahead. And it doesn't say visible on this one, so I feel like I could just put it here and maybe good things will happen. This one says visible area, so that one I want to wait until we have a whole lot that's visible, I think. And also, are these cells burning and on fire? That's a little bit worrisome. In any case, at least 2 of these, at least one of them would be touching this one, so this one is going to be free. Similarly, at least 2 of these, at least one of them is going to be touching this one, so this one's going to be free. Oh, this is the bottom half is cursed from an item that I had, if I recall correctly, actually. Dusk Binder. The bottom half of each stage is cursed. Whenever you take damage, deflect 1 damage. Interesting. Visible cell contents. So if there are things visible in the bottom, then I'm gonna, like, confer a bonus, it seems like. Okay, with the 4 here, even if they were all shoved over here, at least one of them would be touching this one, so this one has to be free. And exactly 1 of these, but 2 of these mean this one has to be marked. And let's see. Even if these were over here, at least 1 would be touching this too. That doesn't really give me any information, but there's exactly 1 of these, which means this one has to be. And now I might be running out of information. Alright, 2 of these, but only 1 of these. So if only 1 of these, then 2 of these, then it has to be this one. There we go. Invalid target. Oh, the sundial didn't work. So can you only put it on spaces where the numbers are already revealed? Perhaps. I'm gonna go ahead and take the health for now, even though we do have an item that can give us bones based on how little health we have. Alright, exactly 1 of these means that this one has to be. 4 here means that all these guys have to be. And the music on this one is pretty whimsical, in my opinion. Which is fine, but I guess it's mostly because of the fact that the bottom half is cursed or whatever, like, makes the stage feel somewhat gray. And so the music seems a little bit weird up against that. Yeah, something, I'm not exactly sure what, makes me feel odd about the music paired with this stage. Alright, let's see. That goes there. Alright, our adrenaline is worn off, but we are still wearing the mithril helmet, which gives us tons of defense. Let's see, okay, so 2 of these, but only 1 of these, so this one has to be. And it gives us a lot of information over here. Alright, exactly 1 of these means this one is okay.
All
3 of these can be opened up. Exactly one of these means that one's bad due to the 4. Oh, and we're getting some random thingies from... Can I activate the sundial again? Not for a while yet. And this one, take the sum, gain defense equal to 1/10 of this number rounded down. Alright, let's just go ahead and play this. 369. This looks like it's a high number. There might be a better number somewhere, but I'm going to go ahead and do this just to gain some defense. Without thinking too hard about it. And now in terms of things that I am going to think hard about. Alright, 3 means 2 of these guys, which means all 3 of these are okay with this too, which means it's got to be these 2, which gives me a ton of information to open up lots of the puzzle without any risk, which we always like. Hooray. Alright. So far I feel like the stage is going well. One of these means it's gotta be this. And since I know it's one of these, then all 3 of these above this one have to be safe. This 5 doesn't quite give me information that I need. There is more down here, so let's focus on the bottom of the puzzle for the moment. Yeah, there was a lot of information to be gleaned right there. Great. Alright, so we dealt with the first half of the puzzle. And how are my mana recharging items? We have upgrade target loot. So when I do see some loot, I should try to upgrade it. We have a 1 and 8 over here, which is pretty good odds. Is there anything that's a certainty? Don't think I see anything that's a certainty, so I like my 1 and 8. Alright, chances are starting to go down a bit. However, if it's exactly one of these 3, then it can't be any of these 3. There we go. And we can probably do something clever here. Come on, brain. You can do it. Come up with some reasoning that tells me where things are. Alright, one of these 3 mean 2 of these 3. Even if they were up here, at least one would be touching the 2. That doesn't help me, really. Got a 1 and 5 over here. I currently have the awesome helmet. 2 out of 3 over there. There's still 21 monsters that we have to deal with, so I think I'm just going to take another risk. Really didn't give me a lot of information. Exactly one of these 2, which means one of these 3, which means this one can't be. Okay. And I know it's one of these 3, which means this one can't be. Alright, we did something there. Still don't know that I can reason through much else. We don't have any loot to upgrade. Let's try this. Alright, got kind of lucky there. It's probably one of these. Yeah, it has to be one of these, because if this one's 1, it's got to be at most one of these, which means it's at least one of these, which means this one is safe. There we go. Alright. I got something. But not a lot of something. Just a little bit of something. So I got a 50-50 there, I got a 50-50 there. If there's a 50-50 here, then this one has got to be open. That's useful. One of these means one of these. One of these means one of these. It's exactly one of these. And exactly one of these. That really doesn't tell me a whole lot. And then there's parity across here. Alright, apologies if this has gotten a little bit slow. Yeah, my subconscious is kind of like tickling to say, there's something clever you can do here, Brian. But my actual conscious doesn't see it. Aha, okay. One of these two, which means with this two, one of these two, which means with this one, since it's one of these two, these are both open. There we go. Good job, subconscious becoming conscious, or something. Words. See, we can't expect that both I'm going to reason it out, and I'm going to be able to speak the good words about reasoning it out. Pacemaker. Whenever you lose exactly one life, spawn a saw blade. When a saw blade explodes, restore one life. Cool. And we get two things out of a chest, that's right. Chromatic helmet. Whenever it takes damage, fortify by 1 if there's any stage mods. Alright, we're wearing another helmet right now, but now we have a backup helmet. That's pretty cool. I like backup helmets. Skull ring's fully charged. I'm only down 1 right now, so I think we can wait for a better moment to gain some more bones, and I should also remember that I have the bones as consumable items, which could be used to help me save my life when I need to take a risk again. So let's endeavor to not completely forget about them, because that's something that I am prone to do. Let's forget the awesome items that I have on hand, and then fail to use them. Alright, so that's looking like a 50-50 to me, so we'll try to save that for the end of the level if we can. Got some 50-50 action going on over there. We got a 1 and 4 and a 1 and 3. And there's only 5 monsters left. One of them's there. One of them's there. One of them's here. So there's not much monster density out here. There's only a couple of them. So I think my best bet is actually to click over here. Let's see what we get as a treasure. Flower fibers. Gain max life equal to the current stage minimum power. Oh, hello. Yes. That is awesome because, oh, the minimum power is only 2 right now. Still 2 more max life. Kind of tempted to use it and then grab some more bones. But the next stage would probably have a better one. So yeah, I guess we'll wait until the next stage to use it and hope that it has a minimum power of 3. That seems reasonable, maybe. Alright, so what do we got going on here? One of these, but 3 of these means both of these have to be, and that should allow us to solve everything, I think. Everything except for the 50-50 that we left over here. There's 1 monster remaining, it's 50-50 chance. A bone won't really help me, so let's just take a chance. Darn. Alright. And I guess our curse thing absorbed it, maybe? Because I didn't take damage there. I'm still at 5 of 6. Oh, the wind blew away 2 of my bones. I forgot about the wind at the end of the level. We got most of the way through level 39, though, so that's great. And another item shop. Do you want to buy more items? I mean, I totally could, so sure, let's do it. Book of Faith. Immune to omens. Destroy after 333 turns. Pick up hearts at full life to extend this effect by 50 turns. That's pretty good. Do I have any omens right now? I do. Don't discover strangers. I think I want that. Blowpipe, kill target visible monster. Drops its unique item. Monsters have unique items they can drop. Okay, I did not know that. Spend 5 coins on a stranger, converted to a familiar. That's pretty good too. I could buy all of this. Actually, can I? No. I don't know that I care about the blowpipe. I'm going to buy the other 2. I'm going to buy that and that. Alright. And so... Alright, we're immune to this, so we actually will be able to discover strangers. We can upgrade loot, and gain bones when I'm missing life. And how's my armor doing? Still at 10 head armor. Right, because of the whole curse thing going on. 25 coins, I'll forge head armor. I do not need that, actually. But I would like to convert you if I can. Spend 5 coins and convert it to a familiar. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. So he's become a familiar. And so now he's going to fight for us. And we can move on to a different section of the puzzle. And hopefully he'll do his thing. Of course, he started going in the direction that I'm working on right now. Not being helpful, guy. Yeah, that's right. Go back up there. Find some monsters to fight. That would be great. Okay. Let's check out this section if we can. Not seeing any immediately familiar patterns right at the moment. Every direction I go, it seems like he starts going the same direction. Cut it out, guy. Find your own part of the puzzle. These are basically like all ones. I guess he's standing on a thing there, so these are all... Patron state is fully charged. Oh, wow, that one recharges really fast. That's pretty good, actually. And I just discovered a 5 remind me some of my other chargeable things. That's upgrading loot. I wonder if a heart counts as loot and if I could upgrade it to like a soul or something. Should I try that out? Let's try it out. Interesting, it turned it into a treasure chest instead. And whenever you collect loot, spawn a canker. Alright, fortunately I'm immune. Oh gosh, we got 2 bad things. Alright, fortunately I'm currently immune for another 321 turns. But that was, in a word, unfortunate. We'll find a way to turn things in my favor somehow. Don't sweat it. Alright, speaking of things to not sweat. Alright, at least 2 of these, so one of them would be near this, so it's not this. Exactly one of these means it is this. Five, it's at least 3 of these, so at least one of them would be near this 3, which means it can't be this. And then this is the edge, so I can mark all of these and then mark all of these. So that's good. Do I have anything else that I want to use right now? Let's remember that I have this bomb. Highest visible cell. Where's my highest visible cell right now? It's the 5. There's a 5 over here as well. So next time I run into like a corner with a 5, might be a good time to use the bomb. And this I want to use when I'm lower on life. And this would just gain me some extra defense when I get a big set of numbers. And that's when we find another dude to interact with. Okay. It's just important for me to keep track of what's in my inventory and when I need to use each bit. And this familiar has been completely useless so far. He's just walking in circles and not interacting with any monsters. And I don't like it. Okay. I think we might have reached a point to where I'm a little stuck again. Exactly one of these means exactly one of these, which means exactly one of these, which doesn't really help me. Let's try a bone. I don't have any bones right now. No, I do have a bone. Let's try a bone. Alright. I think the bone ended up over here. Maybe. Which didn't really help, but it did get me back up to full life. And is there something with full life that I'm good at? I think no. Alright. Visible cell with the highest value in all surrounding cells. Alright, let's do this. So we get some numbers because we destroyed the actual enemies that were inside here. And so the extra numbers could help me out. So for example, exactly one of these means that's okay. And what else can I do here? Not a whole lot. And we used that bomb, so it's all used up. Not missing any life. A little bit of defense isn't going to do a whole lot for me. Did I blow up the familiar? I didn't even notice that. That he was standing near there. Not that he'd done me any good, but it would have been better for him to still be running around. Exactly one of these means one of these three. And what is this thing? Current stage is minimum power. There we go. This is what I should be doing. So that brings me up to 6 of 9. Then I can activate the skull ring to give me 3 more bones. And let's place one. Alright. That didn't really help. But now we are at 9 of 9, so that's pretty good, actually. And on top of it, it seems like we got random cells that were already numbers that have been revealed. So, not super helpful. Don't want to use the bone right now. So yeah, I think it's time to start just taking some risk. I know there's 50-50 there, and actually I think all of these 3 have to be open, based on what I know, and then I think one of these 3... Darn. And so what are you? You're a rat. I smell a rat. And I didn't take any damage from that for reasons. Yeah, not exactly sure again what happened there. So 3 of these 4, I mean, even if they were down here, at least one of them would be touching this too. And there's a decent chance that 2 of them might already be touching these 2. So these are unlikely to contain monsters, although with this 3, this is the least likely. And here is a 5. That's a high monster density over there. Not sure how I feel about that. Let's try this. Yeah, I've got so much defense right now. How's my helmet doing? It still has 6. Right, I guess it was the helmet that took the grenade for me there. Okay, that's fine. I've got another backup helmet that I can use when the time comes. So one of these 3. Only 2 of these guys. Let's just try something over here. And see if we can find our way. Yeah, into another open section of the puzzle. Alright, a little bit lucky there, but I'll take it. What kind of reasoning can we apply here? Okay. 2 of these 3, which means at least one of them is touching this 2. 2 of these 3, so at least one of them is touching this 2. So one of these and one of these, I think implies both of these have to be. I'm not sure if I did that right. Might have been a lucky guess. Sledgehammer. Blacksmiths are more common. You can right-click a blacksmith to purchase armor instantly for twice the cost. Interesting. And Comforter. Before entering a stage, remove random stage mod. Neat. Those are actually really nice passive items. I'm thrilled to pieces to have that. And leave this place while you still can. I'm trying. Treasure chests are risky, but I'm going to go for it. It's omens. Lose 1 life when you consume an item. Oh, that's bad. Alright, this one's a boomerang, though. Solve a random cell. It explodes. After you open 40 cells, gain a boomerang. Yes. Let's throw the boomerang right now. Alright. So we blew something up, and we'll gain a boomerang and another 40. Great. Also, there's way more puzzle over here. Do not think you've reached the edge when you have not yet reached the edge. Okay. But we're in a spot where we can just play some Minesweeper somewhat mindlessly for a moment. So let us do such things as these. And then hopefully our boomerang will come back before we have to make any hard decisions. And we can throw it again and hope that it's going to rescue us from ourselves. Every once in a while you get an item that's so good that it just wants to make you turn off most of your brain and hope that the item is going to do all the heavy lifting for you. And the boomerang, in my limited experience, is one of those items that makes me feel that way. Alright. So let's see. There's a guy. Boomerang's coming back at 15. Alright, so exactly one of those means that's okay, which means it's gotta be these two. Which means it's gotta be all of those. Which enables us to open up this. And this. And this. Go gadget Minesweeper logic. Alright, boomerang came back. And the sundial's charged too. Let's do this, and then remind me what the sundial does. Some value of 3x3 after that many turns reveal that many random cells. That sounds pretty great. Where is a good high value 3x3? The explosion, I actually should have done it before I threw the boomerang, because there would have been higher numbers potentially, but here's a good 3x3. So let's use the sundial over here. And in 19 turns we'll get 19 cells? Could that be true? That'd be pretty amazing if it's true. Was there a divisor in there? Remind me. That many cells. Wow, okay. Sundial sounds like a truly amazing item. If my second reading at a glance was as correct as my first one. Chisel is fully charged. Remind me what that thing is. Upgrade target loot. Right, if I see loot on the ground, then I can do things. Things and stuff. Alright. 5 here means I can mark all of these guys, which is pretty great. A lot of good marks happening here. Got a 50-50 on these, but that means this one is safe, which means this one is marked. And we can use some other logic over here to know that this is safe. Great. Very good, very good. Invalid target. Oh, so it randomly goes and opens things up, but it did open up a number of things. Okay. So the sundial is really good. I see now the invalid target is basically like, I guess it's like randomly picking cells and some of them would already be open and so it can't reopen them, I think is maybe what happened there. And the boomerang is back. So do I want to use it right now? Remind me exactly how it works. Solve a random cell. I think solve a random cell means it does have to be a cell that is not currently solved. So let's solve all the ones that I can, and then we'll use the boomerang, hopefully, to solve one that still needs solving. Hopefully, maybe. Alright, so give me all the good things. I demand. Great. Here's a treasure chest. Gnarled branch. Use a magic item, lose it. I'm immune to a dead rodent, hearts no longer drop. I'm immune to these omens for the moment, so we're just gonna not sweat it. And if I pick up a heart, I'd even be able to extend the length of time that I'm going to continue to be immune to omens, if I'm remembering correctly. So that's another reason to not sweat it even more. This is a perspirationless stream. Stream? I'm recording for YouTube right now. Have done a lot of streams recently, though. So if you're not following me on Twitch, and you want to watch me stream, you should follow me on Twitch. It's just Lorgon rather than Lorgon111, in case you didn't already know. Also, this is information that was in the description of every video, So you should have already known, or otherwise you weren't reading the descriptions. Alright. I am chiding you all for no reason. There's a monster there. There's 2 monsters here. Let's test my boomerang hypothesis. Alright, boomerang. It does solve a cell that was not already solved. So that is great. Unfortunately, we are left with 50-50. And I don't think there's anything I have that I can use for it at the moment. So let's take a risk. Hey, we won. Hooray. And we're finally getting level 39. Or level 40? Is that 39 or 40? Now level 40. Hooray. Cleansing Bell. When you complete a stage, your omens have 50% chance to transform into a random item. I don't think I have that in my inventory right now. I think that's just a new legendary that I've unlocked in the codex. Is that the case? Yeah, I don't see that in my inventory, but that's a nice one to potentially be able to appear. I'm going to press forward, even though we're running low on time. 3 to 7.